welcome back to another travel vlog. Today I'm going to explore Amsterdam a bit. So Amsterdam is nothing new for me. I live about 40 minutes away, but might be new to you, so I'll just take you around. We just arrived here by train, and we're just going to go onto the main street. So this is what you see when you come out of the central station. That is Damrak, and that is where the Amstel River used to flow into the Lake, which is now where the station is. They built some artificial islands to house the train station, so we're currently in what used to be Amsterdam's harbour, and we're just going to walk up that main street that's now filled in and head to the Dam, which is a dam square, the dam in the river Amstel that gave Amsterdam its name. On your left here, by the way, that's the red light district. We're not going there today in this video because there's nothing really there to do except for drink and that kind of stuff. So, but if you are interested, it's just walk that way. It's hard to miss. You'll walk straight into it. As we're walking in this busy shopping street, this is the sidewalk. That's where you walk. This, you can tell by the red color, that's a bike path. No matter how nice it looks, like the smooth surface usually for your rolling suitcase or whatever, do not walk on the red bike paths because you'll get dinged at, you might get run over by a bike. Just stay away, stay on the sidewalk. And here we are at Dam Square. This is going to be like the base of operations for everything, everywhere we want to go. You're looking right now at the Royal Palace, originally built as Amsterdam's City Hall, because Amsterdam at the time was the richest city in the world. And yeah, this is just where kind of all the things convene for tourists. So, and if you look over there, that's where the old post office is. That's now a shopping mall. And if you take the street right back there and keep on walking, just follow that street, you'll end up at the Westerkerk or Western Church, and that's where you'll find the Anne Frank house. Right now we are taking this street, which is a big shopping street, but there's also some hidden gems there, so I'll show you those as we pass them. So that's Kalverstraat. For instance, you'll find this church. The museum has temporarily moved, but it used to be the old orphanage, not for anyone. It was only for people that kids of people that worked for the city at the time. Back in the day, and they would learn a trade there. All those costs would be borne by the city, so that was for their employees. Yeah, now it's a museum, but apparently they've moved for reconstruction. Right before we get to Spui, which is that street over there, if we take a right here, through this little alley, this is where the Begijnhof is. Begijn or Beguins. It's kind of like a convent with nuns, but they were allowed to marry and leave the convent, basically. So it's a slight difference, but yeah, it's nice to look inside. I don't know if I can film here. I'll have a little look, but you should definitely check that out because there's a little peace and quiet in the middle of the city. This used to be a church, but during the Reformation it got taken and handed over to the English Reformed Church. So instead they built their church over here in one of the two remaining wooden buildings in the city of, the city center of Amsterdam. Amsterdam has since expanded with more wooden buildings, but yeah, there were only two left after a fire. So more stone buildings were left, but only two wooden buildings. One is in the red light district and one is here. And right at the end of Kalverstraat here is the Munttoren or Mint Tower. This is half of the old city gate around Amsterdam, with behind it the Singel, where the flower market is. Only half of the gate remains nowadays, and it's called the Mint Tower because during one of the wars in the Middle Ages, when the main minting city was occupied, they minted coins here for the country. So, and if you go this way, that's where the Amstel River is. The Amstel River used to flow all the way down Lokien, past Dam Square and Damrak, as we saw, to where the train station is nowadays. But you can still follow the Amstel from here towards the City Hall and the Opera. But we're gonna go the other way, and I'll show you where the flower market on the Singel is. On the other side of the Mint Tower now, and this is the Singel. This used to be the old defensive moat, where the city wall would be on that side, long since demolished. but this was part of the city gates to that wall. And right here is the famous floating flower market. If you want to get some bulbs, we're just going to keep continuing on this street, the Vijzelstraat, Vijzelgracht. One leads into the other, it's just a straight line. And that is the way towards the Rijksmuseum and the Heineken Museum and a few other places. That's just all this way. And as we're walking along these streets, this is Herengracht, or the Gentleman's Canal, and next up will be Keizersgracht, or Emperor's Canal, and the Prinsengracht, or Princess Canal. So you can just follow this and have a little look around at all the buildings along the canals. And if we just keep walking this way, you'll see the roundabout up ahead. And when we cross the roundabout, then we'll be at the Heineken Museum, and we'll turn right there for the Rijksmuseum. On this roundabout, you'll also find this pancake restaurant where you should definitely try some Dutch pancakes, or maybe some poffertjes, which are about this size little pancakes. So yeah, right up here, Heineken Brewery. That's now a museum. So at the museum, if you keep going straight down that road, you'll end up at the Albert Kuip Market, where we'll probably stop by in a bit. Or if we go to the right over here, you can't really see because of all the trees, but that's towards the Rijksmuseum. So that's where we're gonna go next. And there we go, that's the Rijksmuseum. And the museum very famously has a bike path going right through the middle of it. It actually used to be a road, but when bikes really took off here in the 70s, this got turned into a bike path. And as you can see, it goes right through the museum, so underneath. And also, when they transported the night watch, they actually cut, I don't know if we can see it maybe later, but they cut a slit in here, and this is how they got in and out of the museum. And right here we're at the Museumplein, or Museum Square, where they have usually have lots of events and stuff. Also on this Museum Square, there's the Van Gogh Museum over there, or Van Gogh as we say in Dutch, and the National Orchestra. The building is over there. And here's the famous Albert Kuip Markt. So we're just gonna have a little look on the market, maybe get a fresh stroopwafel here or something like that. But yeah, these are just you find produce here, but also like handmade items and basically anything you could ever want, bike parts, whatever. And if you don't want to walk all the way like we did, there's a metro station right outside here. Done at the market, so that was just a quick little look in Amsterdam. If you'd like to see more of this, just let me know. Like I said, I'm only about 40 minutes away from here, so I can always go back if there's anything you want to see. Like maybe you want to see more of like the Anne Frank house or whatever, but you have to buy your tickets like 6 weeks in advance, so otherwise you won't be able to get in. So that's with a couple of things. But yeah, if you like this, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and thank you for watching. Until next time, bye for now.